Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. It's all praises to the world calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem in the name, Yahushai being the name of the only begotten Son. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful elect preaching His word in truth and sincerity. And the brother Tyler about the Great Millstone, Arizona camp, Lord, word with another video to edify. And I want to go into this video, man. Esau, this devil is on a rampage, and his only thought is how to destroy the poor to get his plans to go through. Right? He goes from one thing to the next, and he doesn't even regard the latter end of anything or the consequences of his actions. He thinks that, like the scriptures say, he thought that he was altogether such as one as the Most High, because he was able to do all these things, and the Lord didn't do anything. Lord gave him a time and reign to be able to do this stuff in the earth. So now he believes that, you know, every action that he's taking is of a godly order. And these are the same people that try to hit you, the average person, with a fake sense of morality, right? But at the same time, they're setting up systems and plans to literally destroy and corrupt, you know, basic necessities that you need just to live. This is why the Lord is going to get them. The scriptures say, because of iniquities, injuries gotten by deceit, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that people that this kingdom is about to be transferred to is the Israelites. But let's get into this, Lord Willis. All be edifying, man.
Nation and globally. And did we solve that?
I think this is a man, bro.
Did we actually manage to vaccinate everyone in the world? No. So highlighting water as a global commons and what it means to work together and see it both out of that kind of global commons perspective, but also the self-interest perspective, because it does have that parallel. It's not only important, but it's also important because we haven't managed to solve those problems which had similar attributes. And water is something that people understand. You know, climate change is a bit abstract. Some people understand it really well. Some understand it a bit. Some just don't understand it. Water, every kid knows how important it is to have water. When you're playing football and you're thirsty, you need water. So there's also something about really getting citizen engagement around this and really, in some ways, experimenting with this notion of the common good. Can we actually deliver this time in ways that we have failed miserably other times? And hopefully we won't keep failing on the...
See? They said common good couldn't be done through medical and jabs. So they're going to say common good could be done through water. Everybody needs water. We got to work together to make sure everybody has water. So this devil is up to his same old tricks. It's from one evil to the next for this devil. Right? And this was done in a communication through, you know, the wiffle ball people, the wiffle bats. Right? You know, W to the E to the F. You got to always use code words, because this devil going to chop down and take videos off the internet. But what we're seeing is this devil's getting ready for another portion of a crisis, because they're not only coming with one thing, they're coming with a bunch. This is Psalms 36. And 4. I'll start it too. It says, "For he flattered himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful." And you don't think the Lord is watching this devil and looking at the things that he's doing like it's hateful? In Revelation, it says, "Woe to him that destroyed the earth. Destroy him that destroyed the earth." Right? And here it is. One of the things, like you read in Sirach, this is Sirach 29 and 21. It says, "The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame. So one of the chief things for life, they talking about having some type of crisis with it. The world is, what is it, 70% water? But somehow there's a crisis with it. There's water here. It's just you devils hoard up resources, and all these big ass corporations have been buying up water rights. So it makes sense that this is going to be their plan. Back in Psalm 76 in 3, it says, "The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He left off to be wise and to do good. He devised mischief upon his bed. He set himself in a way that is not good. He abhorred not evil." And this is them setting himself in a way that is not good, doing mischief upon their beds. How in the hell do you devise a plan like this? It's just crazy. This is Proverbs 16. Let's get this one, man. Because we just read that he devised iniquity upon his bed, right? Proverbs 16 now. Go get where it says 16, 27. Proverbs 16 and 20. 27, it says, "An ungodly man diggeth up evil. In his lips there is a burning fire." And these devils are ungodly, and they're digging up evil. They're literally searching for ways to cast the people down, to put them in a state to where they have nothing else to do but to agree with their plans, to agree with their so-called solution, right? Whether or not it's going to profit them or not. And they're putting people in a squeeze to be able to make those things be done. "A forward man sows strife, and a whisper separated chief friends. A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him in a way that is not good." And that's what they were talking about, right? Can water be the thing that could be used to galvanize people to a greater good? They saw that it wasn't something that they can use with the juicy juice. So they said, you know what? Water, everybody needs that. Any 14-year-old boy that plays football knows he needs water. These devils, bro. Right? It says, "He shutteth his eyes to devise forward things." That's that sleep upon the bed. He's sitting there thinking, contemplating how to set up traps. "Moving his lips to bring evil to pass." And this is what they do. They get into these think tanks. They put these ideas and everything together with one another, right? To bring that evil to pass. This is what these think tanks are for. It's to bring these ideas together and see the best possible plan for them to make these things happen, man. Psalms 37. Psalms 37 and 12. It says, "The wicked plotted against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth." Right? Yahweh shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. And as much as these devils are sitting there using their plans, manipulating scenarios and everything like that, the Lord sees what he's doing, and he's laughing at him, because he knows that all this wickedness that he's doing, there's a judgment for these things. The wicked have drawn out the sword and bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, right? And to slay such as be of upright conversation. And this is what they're doing with their laws, all these laws to protect these small hatters, right? And every one of them at some point are going to be all geared towards, and they're already all geared towards it, but all of them at some point are going to be all used to condemn the just, which are the Israelites. It says, "Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken." And that's what's going to happen, man. All this stuff that they've been heaping up against the Israelites, those things are going to come up against them. Everything that they used to shoot out against us, The average person is revolting against this devil's leadership. Isaiah 32. And 7, it says, I'll start at 5. It says, the vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. These devils have been able to be vile. They've been churl. They've been able to sit here and reap and consistently flow in wealth. But the Lord's telling you here that they won't be able to do that anymore. For the vile person will speak villainly, and his heart will work iniquity. His mind is this is a think tank of finding a way. This is Pinky and Brain's think tank. Finding a way to take over the world. Right? And his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy and utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. And are they not talking about fucking up the water? The instruments also of the churl are evil. He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, galvanizing the people to bring them together for a greater good. Those lying words. Devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when he speaketh rightly. Right? This is what these devils are doing on the back end. It's man. And to sit here, and for you Israelites that are out there to sit here and come to this devil's complete aid at the drop of a dime all the damn time is ridiculous. When you see everything that this devil is doing, man. This is Proverbs 14 and 21. He that despiseth his neighbor sinneth, but he that hath mercy on the poor, happy is he. Do they not err that devise evil? But mercy and truth shall be to them that devise good. You see, this is an error. This is an error that these devils are plotting all this shit for their plans, because the scriptures tell you that the Lord's going to be the one that judges in the end. This is crazy. That
Behind Nation and globally
mess up the water system just to bring forth their plans, man. The madness of it all. And these devils have to drink the same water. They need it too, but they're willing to sit here and mess it all up for the average person just to put the people under a heavy bondage. Right? The Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to say call law. Yahweh Bashim El Shai Bashim Kakadash. Shalom.